The MTGO matches and like the time shifted matches, I think are something I really wish that Star City would do. Like getting to watch 2 matches around at minimum is fantastic. That being said, some of the other things I don't like that they do is I hate how they cut back and forth between matches. Like when one game ends, they like cut over to a second match, and then sometimes they switch back and like you miss the first few turns of the other match because they were watching a second one. Mox Flip is a streamer. He was one of the 9-0s from day one. He's actually on the Card Hoarder network as well. Speaking of Card Hoarder, they're one of my excellent sponsors for this stream. If you ever need digital Magic Online cards, you should check them out. So one of the ways you can support the stream is by supporting the links below. You see sparedeck.com for renting paper cards, MTG Card Market for buying paper cards, and then Card Hoarder for digital. They are all great and help enable me to do the things that I do here. It sounds like mono 3 drops, but it's got a path, so that's probably fine. I'm going to play Temple Garden tapped on 1. Hey, Magus of the Moon. Vugan. We have located the enemy. They have been found. We lost to Hate Bears. Black-White Control is one of the decks I am considering in Standard right now. I caught bits and pieces of Craig Wesco playing. Yep. So I'm going to Path this idiot and then Witness back the Path next turn. Play this out. It's possible I'm supposed to play the Knight to start making it larger ASAP, but I think having the removal spell back in hand is also valuable. What's the win condition in Black-White Control is Secure the Waste, Gideon, and Obnixilis, and also Shambling Vent Beatdown. Ooh, Esper Eldrazi. Our opponent has taken the you can play whatever colors in your Eldrazi deck you want to the next level. Scavengling Ooze is not good in this matchup, so we are just going to be binning that to this guy next turn. Let's play this out. Ship with Eternal Witness here. You know, I think I'm just going to kill this at sorcery speed here, and the reason for that is it gives him one more land to work with next turn, but he's already got a lot of mana. And I just, I don't want to get, like, main deck Stubborn Denial or Dispelled or something cute like that. It's a little bit in the Scavenging Ooze. Next turn, these Knights can be huge. So this Knight, we can sacrifice this land to make them 5/5s, and this can sack something to make it 6/6, so we can get a fetch land to make them 7/7s. So these guys are going to be bigger than the Eldrazi soon. Should cast Knight and then Witness. Yeah, I think so. I think casting Knight and then Witness was also correct. Alright, so long, Knight of the Reliquary, my old friend. We're not playing the Entreat combo. I'm only playing 2 cards different from the list of the top 8 of the Grand Prix. The worst side event. I mean, are there good side events? Oh, jeez. The GP coverage is done. Well, that was a good draw. Well, what do I want to do here? I think I want to just dismember this idiot. Draw a card. See what we find. Could be anything, even a collected company. Intrepid Hero. That's not bad. He's a hero. Do 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 do. We're super dead to reality smasher. Please don't smash us next turn. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Classics are side events, right? Those aren't bad. Well, classics aren't Grand Prix side events. They're open side events, and opens are awesome, and so are the open side events because they're run by Star City that knows what they're doing. Nope, nope. Ah, crap. I clicked too quickly. Mistakes were made. This should have sacrificed this plains and gotten a forest. That being dead, if he has Smasher this turn, we're dead and it doesn't matter. So we'll see. Well, I guess we're not just dead. We're gonna have to chump with the Intrepid hero though. If he doesn't have a Smasher this turn, we're actually in pretty reasonable shape. Yeah, he's just entering combat. That sounds great. I was in GP Detroit. It was run so badly. Anyone that was in GP Pittsburgh could have told you that GP Detroit was going to be run poorly. I was already thinking about not going to Detroit after going to GP Pittsburgh because of how poorly GP Pittsburgh was run. And then, the Eldrazi happened, and I was like, great. I was correct. Shouldn't go. I guess Displacer here isn't great for us. You have another Drowner. No one told me this. You should follow me on Twitter, and you will be up and up on all of the latest MTG complaints. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping track of complaining. He's got 2 more cards in his hand. Things are not looking good for our heroes in the most literal sense. I don't use Twitter. Oh, that's sad. Twitter's great. Twitter is like the ultimate complaining platform. Actually, Displacer here is a follow-up, just giant endless one. Sure, he made it big enough for Intrepid hero to kill. Good job. All right, Collected Company, please. Voice. Are we dead? I guess I can draw a card. Coco? Coco? Coco, you don't. Oh, Co, you don't, please. I think we need company just because of... Alright, you're tapping this in response. Well, I'll kill this guy. And you're tapping my knight in response. Well, we're gonna float mana. We're gonna use the knight this time. And we're gonna get... I guess we'll get a forest. It's fine. Probably should have used knight beforehand anyways. Thin the deck out, Well, that's not stellar, so we just play voice here, and then we're dead on board, but we're gonna make him figure it out. Well, that's not a good first showing. Flooded a little bit, but not too badly. All right. You saw the line. Rats. Pez is Professional Event Services. That's the tournament organizer that's running GP Detroit this weekend. Are we even supposed to sideboard in this matchup? I think we bring in Kitchen Finks and cut Scavenging Ooze against the blue version. I think that's the only thing we do. He's got Cavern. I could see Mana Leak being okay against non-Cavern builds of Eldrazi, but I suppose Rex Sage could be okay too. I guess Meddling Mage isn't stellar. Bring in Rex Sage. I think this is the configuration I want. 1 Dryad Arbor. 1 Dryad Arbor would have saved us in that particular situation, but I think on average Dryad Arbor is not that great. You'd probably have to cut a spell for it, because like drawing Dryad Arbor as one of your lands feels pretty miserable. would like to play first. Yeah, turn 2, Intrepid Hero on the play. And 2 other removal spells. Sounds great. Cut the deck and bring in another one. The old Noble Hierarch. The question is, what are we doing with this land on 2? Probably just fetching like Basic Forest, trying to minimize the amount of damage we're taking to ourselves. I guess I could have fetched Basic Forest on 1 here. You have Dismember for my guy? Yeah. Yeah, you get that mana guy. You kill him dead. It's a good thing we drew a backup. Play this. Ship the turn. This deck just top 8'd a Grand Prix Magus. I think that automatically makes it better than most of the decks you've ever streamed with. Pew, shots fired. Shots fired! Pikachu running in the background. Okay, yep. Well, as soon as he posts in chat there, y'all can ban him. But he can. I'll take the follow, because, you know, pads the numbers. It's funny that there's people in life that have nothing better than to make accounts to try and annoy me. We don't ever actually need... I guess we need double white for the plains in our hand. This is going to fetch Temple Garden if we don't need to path this specific turn. We're probably going to hold... Returning Dawn. Howdy, welcome to the stream. Oh, I'm aware, what goat. So we got that. Phantasmal Image. Do I want to just copy an endless one? I almost do. No, that doesn't work. It doesn't have 1/1 counters. Almost messed that up. Huh. I think we're just going to have to path these guys. Maybe I want to copy Intrepid Hero. Yeah, I'm going to copy Intrepid Hero. That makes him have to have 2 removal spells, because like he can't just like path this one. So yeah, we'll copy that. I'm going to path one of these guys, I think, when he attacks. So again, drawing quite a few mana sources. Hopefully we find a Collected Company or Knight. Just kind of get a fatty boom boom into play. So he's going to ship here. I'm pretty sure they're locked into their commentators for the year. So... Would not be surprised if they already have all their commentators locked in. That's also, you know, that's something they need to ask you to do. So we're just going to take 3 here. It's going to use our life total as a resource for a little bit. Hopefully we find action before we need to burn this other path on this. But second hero, we're probably in a pretty good spot this game now. We're going to crack this fetch, get a breeding pool out, get our last shock land. This also makes a knight if we draw it, be bigger than the endless one. Yep, so there's one path, so sweet. Feel really good about using that Phantasmal Image when I did. Grab our shock land. Nope. Are the battle lands gonna go up after rotation? I mean, maybe. They're pretty awkward to have without fetches. Maybe I think I'm supposed to hold this island actually in case he kills this and then we need to path a Reality Smasher. So that's probably incorrect.